Poplars.
This thing I wear on my wrist says they're not poisonous.
Well, how are they?
Bro, I've always wanted to know who actually watched Futurama. Like, I don't know. Like, I never watched anybody watch it. I never seen anybody watch it except for me. And like probably Vanoff's group, because look at Nogla right there.
You guys scored some primo stuff here.
They're tastier than an unguarded penguin nest. What do you call them?
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Binging with Babish. For this week, we're taking a look at the poplars from Futurama. Now, given that these are just unhatched Omicronian progeny, we can't be too super.
Yeah, it's literally just fucking fish poop or fish eggs. It's like Kumar. What is it called? Who the fuck is Kumar? What is it called? Camellia. The fish eggs. You know what I'm talking about.
By Bender.
I don't gotta explain it.
Prawns. More on this later. First, something we can recreate accurately, the dipping sauces. First, the honey mustard, which I think you can figure out how to make. Then, for the tangy sweet and sour sauce, I'm going to combine 3 ounces of
sweet and sour like McDonald's.
Soy sauce, 2 ounces of pineapple juice, half teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, about 1 ounce of ketchup, and 5 ounces of granulated sugar.
Nope, pineapple juice ruined already.
In a small saucepan. I've also got 3 ounces of water, about 1 ounce of which I'm going to add to the mixture. Tiny whisking to combine.
Pineapple juice is disgusting. Whoever puts it on top of pizza is nasty.
Bringing to a simmer over medium heat. Then whisk.
I literally can't even eat the pineapple normally. Like the pineapple itself is just weird. Like it's too acidic and it just ruins the taste of the sweet flavor. I think I ate it too much. I don't know.
Cornstarch into that remaining 2 ounces of water and slowly adding to the simmering sauce, tiny whisking all the while. This is going to thicken the sauce and give it that characteristically glossy, gooey, distinctly fast food dipping sauce texture. It's a little too light, so I'm going to darken it with some extra soy sauce, bring it back to a simmer, and cook for about 1 minute until thickened. Those are the only 2 dipping sauces mentioned.
Bro, I would watch this shit all the time in graphics and never get bored. Graphics is a class I had in high school. It's like 3 hours long.
No, but I wanted to capture the honey walnut shrimp from Panda Express. So I'm combining half a cup of QP mayo with the juice of half a lemon, 2 tablespoons.
That shit is gonna get old fast though.
Tablespoon of honey, and normally this would just be
like
tossed with shrimp.
Panda Express is good
I'm grinding my walnuts down to
for like the first few tastes, for the first few bites, and then after like the first few bites of Panda Express, bro, it just starts going downhill rapidly too. Like not even like after the 4th bite, it's like already you can't even finish it if you're not hungry. Unless you're eating for fucking gains. Then you get like double chicken. You get double chicken of what is it called? Grilled chicken, double grilled chicken in a plate with some super greens and what's it called? There's noodles. The noodles. That's literally a cheat sheet code. Yo, take that knowledge and spread it out. Put it on a spreadsheet. Take it with you to the gym. Y'all need that. You trying to get big? Use that order.
Prawns tend to be found in freshwater, have straighter bodies, and range from being slightly bigger than shrimp to being lobster-like. Now, given their bite-sized nature,
shrimp are so ugly, dude.
Medium, small, 31 to 40 shrimp like these. That is, there are 31 to 40 of them in a pound. No matter your shrimp or how you're cooking them, it's always best practice to dry brine them in a mixture of 1 tablespoon kosher salt to 1 teaspoon baking soda. Toss to combine and let these hang out in the fridge for 30 minutes.
They look like cotton balls.
Breading, and I'm going to try a bunch of different methods to try to recreate that Poplar's aesthetic.
Did he just... What the fuck?
And I'm going to try a bunch of different methods to try to recreate that.
Yo, he just split an egg with 1 hand. I've never seen that technique before. I'm about to use that. That's how you know he's good with his fucking hands when he fingers your gooch.
You what?
Should crack you open like that? Have you spilling?
Going to help with browning, and a pinch of salt and flour added to the eggs is going to help them beat into a more cohesive slurry. I'm going to do 2 shrimp per batch, 1 for eating, 1 for looking. Starting with flour, making sure they're thoroughly coated, shaking off any excess, sending over to the egg.
I love binging with Babish, man. Look at this.
Flour, pressing onto the shrimp to make sure that it is fully ensconced in breading. Then it's.
I wonder if there's anybody that actually tried making his recipes before in real life.
Everybody today is going to be fried.
I would. If I was broke college student in a dorm, I would.
Canola oil at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. These shrimp are small and they're going to overcook very quickly, so we want to cook them very fastly, ideally between 30 seconds to 1 minute. And right off the bat, the flour and egg breading is proving to not be ideal, taking almost 3 minutes to achieve a state of golden brownedness. The shrimp aren't dry by any measure, and their texture is somewhat protected by the baking soda brine, but they are a bit bouncy and springy.
That looks so nasty. I can't even lie. That does not look appetizing at all. It looks like a fucking caramelized popcorn kernel. though.
Protected by the baking soda brine, but they are.
And I know there's meat inside of there, so that's what makes it nasty to me.
Bread or breadcrumbs. To make our own breadcrumbs, we're
Oh shit, yo,
slices of white bread.
Bread looks so good when it's cut like that. Oh my god, it's turning me on.
2 hours or until completely dry. Allow to cool completely and process.
Let's make a banana bread.
Homemade breadcrumbs.
Oh wait, no.
Similarly as
breadcrumbs.
Starting with flour, then to egg, but then finishing with crumbs.
That's how you make breadcrumb? Wait, that's how you make breadcrumb?
Until completely dry. Allow to cool completely and process into homemade breadcrumbs. Breading similarly as before, starting with flour, then
that's
egg,
how you
but
make
then finishing
breadcrumb?
with crumbs. Now, because these breadcrumbs were dried out,
That you just bond it? Wait, do you have to cut it into like 16 pieces before you put it in?
Breadcrumbs would be, which means they're going to cook more quickly, which means our shrimp are going to be juicier and tenderer, achieving a golden brown crunch in about 30 seconds. They also taste a whole lot better than store-bought breadcrumbs, which can have a kind of stale flavor to them. Next up in the breadcrumb category, panko, which, if you want to make an at-home approximation, we are this time processing the white bread while still fresh, which is going to give us a much larger textured crumb.
He waited till it got stale to do it last time.
Dry out in
I wasn't paying attention.
the oven after being ground. Same deal, 200 degrees Fahrenheit for about 2 hours, shuffling every 30 minutes or so to make sure that they dry evenly. Now, this is
It looks like sand.
panko, but it looks and behaves like it, with the notable exception of browning more quickly, just like
it looks like
breadcrumbs. We're applying them
play
the same way,
sand.
flour, then egg, then crumb, and frying for the same breath.
That shit, yo, play sand, whatever is on quicksand, that shit always looks so good.
Result is an incredibly tender and juicy shrimp that's super crisp thanks to the big old honkin' crumbs. So now we've breaded with bread. But what about breading with non-bread, specifically coconut? I have some unsweetened shredded coconut that I'm processing down.
I hate when they add coconut on top of my chocolate.
Coconut curlies hanging off our shrimp, and instead of egg, this breading is going to be applied by virtue of a batter. I'm starting with 5.5 ounces of flour,
Chocolate covered coconut strawberries.
regular size whisk until homogeneous, and then in a separate bowl for the liquid element, I'm combining half a cup of beer, 1 large egg, and a 1/4 cup of coconut milk in this recipe inspired by America's Test Kitchen. I'm also adding the zest of 1 lime before whisking to combine, and then adding the dry stuff. Whisk until just combined. It's okay if there are still a few lumps. Then my breading is going to be a 50-50 mix of panko and coconut. Toss to combine, and then here comes the shrimp. First into the flour to make sure that the batter adheres to the shrimp, then into the batter, then into the breading, then into the oil. Frying once again for 30 seconds to 1 minute. As you can see, because of my quick cooking,
He needs some type of sauce on top of that to make it glaze, look creamy.
Zesty, sweet, and flavorful. Next
I
up,
used to eat it
thought I'd
like
try
that.
bare bones.
It's like tofu almost.
1 cup of flour, 1/2 cup cornstarch, pinch of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Beer batter takes a while to brown.
Yo, baking powder goes with everything, bro. Literally. Yeah. Why are you doing that? Why do people do this? Why do people always do this? I always see this. Why? What's the benefit of adding alcohol into your shit? Oh, to get a little bit more drunk. But doesn't that ruin the flavor? Doesn't that, like, it made it a little more, like harsh? No?
As necessary until you get a paint-like consistency. We're doing the 2-stage
There ain't no fucking benefit to adding alcohol to your food, bro. You just say you an alcoholic.
method, going from flour to batter and
Please.
straight into the fryer. Now, these guys came out pretty delicious, but they also came out pretty pale. Beer batter turns out extra crispy thanks to the cornstarch, but it has the trade-off of not.
I gotta itch my balls.
As long as that doesn't bother you, this is a viable option.
That looks like a baby bird fetus.
Quickly, as long as that doesn't bother you, this
like literally still in the embryo.
Last
Looks like it just dropped out of fucking mom's womb.
up in the batter camp is tempura, which has a higher ratio of cornstarch, 2/3 of the
Would you eat that?
flour.
If it was placed on top of you and it was called a delicacy,
Whisk both
would y'all still eat that?
and combine, keeping everything cold and frying immediately. The shrimp get coated in flour, then in batter, and then straight into the fryer.
It's fire, though.
Yielding some crispy strings of tenkatsu as you fry. Now this fries up lighter and crispier than beer batter, but at an even greater expense of color. I actually over-fried this one and it's still pretty pale. A delicious shrimp, no doubt,
But my question is, like, how do you know what was in the poplars? Like, did they say what was in it? They probably did, and that's how you knew which one it was seafood. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
As a matter of fact, in all the shrimp that we've made today, no one seems to be really fitting the bill.
I like this one. This one, my favorite. It look like a little chicken nugget. And you got this one that looks like a popcorn curl.
As usual, I turned to some jazz cigarette style inspiration, creating a hybrid of all the breadings at once. Store-bought panko so that it doesn't brown unevenly, processed coconut, crushed up cornflakes, store-bought breadcrumbs, flour, and cornstarch, all in equal proportions except for the cornstarch, which is half portion. Tossed combined, and then I'm going to adhere it using the coconut lime zest batter. Also, no more 2 shrimp at a time. I'm going all in on this recipe.
All shrimp in there. Oh my god, he's getting his hands dirty.
Lucky dice, thoroughly coated.
He's getting his hands dirty.
Flour,
Watch out.
cornstarch, coconut, breadcrumb, panko, and cornflake mixture. Drop those in the oil, fry for about 60 seconds.
I love frying food. It looks so good when it comes out. Too bad it's so unhealthy.
Flavors. After frying them, keeping the various batches warm in a 200-degree Fahrenheit oven, and once everybody's done, piling them high in a bowl so that they are reminiscent of a bunch of alien eggs in an alien crater, and serving with our dipping sauces. There you have it.
You got ranch, blue ketchup, and yellow mustard.
That look the part, but are they as addictive as depicted in the cartoon? At this point in the day, I have eaten 7 different kinds of fried shrimp. So these guys are gonna have to be pretty spectacular for me to eat more than one, which I'm very proud to say they were.
Oh my lord!
Juicy, flavorful.
I love a good fried shrimp so bad.
With the honey walnut dipping sauce. It was so good.
Bro, last time I got fried shrimp, I had the shits, but it was so worth it because I got some good ass fried shrimp, and it was from the Chinese store that I just got that food from. I don't know if you can see it in the back, but it gave me the shit so bad I was stuck on the toilet just spitting out of my ass.
I went on to make my dinner for the evening, shortly followed by a New Year's resolution to stop eating fully deep fried meals, at least more than once a day.
W video, man. Amazing. I love food. I love watching people make food. I wish I was a good cook, but I'm literally not. I suck at cooking. You suck at cooking, yeah, you totally suck. Y'all know what that is? You suck at cooking, and you totally suck. The LGBTQ sandwich. What? Wait, I gotta watch this.
Today
He made a gay sandwich.
Oh,
it's a
which is
BLT.
a sandwich based on the BLT, but with a little G and Q plus a couple other things.
Imagine making a sandwich so good they created a whole dedicated
choice. You can go with tough and rugged crispy water, also known as iceberg lettuce, because
he's
only
abusing the
10%
lettuce.
is above water when submerged. You can also go for something like Boston bib lettuce, which is more flimsy and dainty, just like the people of Boston. You can also go with a battle-hardened lettuce like romaine. Whatever you choose.
That's lettuce? I thought that was like
You can
kale.
also go with a battle-hardened lettuce like romaine. Whatever you choose, just make sure you put your lettuce on the sandwich parallel to the bread.
The bread's not even
perpendicular, or it will be too thick and you'll consume unnecessary oxygen calories. Also, make sure your lettuce isn't this wet before
He just made a building. He made a building with food. He made a cave.
Also, make sure your lettuce isn't this wet before you try to slot it on.
Ew.
Guacamole is a dip from Mexico, made from
Guacamole. It got a little butt cheek. Look at that. Look, it got a little booty. I'm gonna put my piece in that guacamole.
Start by playing a quick game of guacamole. Then we'll cut these up, get the green stuff out. Most people don't want to do this, but if you cut open the pit, you can get more guacavocado out of there.
What?
We'll chop up some onion.
I never knew that. That's so cool.
You can get more guacavocado out of there.
Unless he's lying.
We'll
There's
chop up
no
some
way.
onion and some pickled jalapenos because every sandwich needs pickles. We'll mix that together with some lime juice,
I hate pickles.
flavor glitter, and some pepper.
If you like pickles, that's a sure sign that you're mentally ill.
Pepper, and I think too much cilantro
And I know from experience, so don't even try me.
will clash with the rest of this sandwich. So I'm gonna go real easy and just include around
What?
17 molecules.
That's a single leaf, bro. You're not gonna taste anything.
17 molecules worth of cilantro. Now I'm gonna
7
make the
molecules
bacon,
worth
and
of
I'm gonna use the
cilantro.
best method, which is
He didn't even say cilantro, right?
baking bacon. When you stuff this sandwich in your face, you want to make sure the bacon doesn't tear the whole LGBTQ apart.
I got an itchy ass scalp.
Easy melt in your mouth bites for
That bacon looks
Now
so
we're gonna
good.
slice up our tomatoes.
I love
Much
bacon.
like the
LGB
lettuce, you can
tomato.
choose any tomatoes you want. According to the internet,
so many
some great
tomatoes, bro.
options are
Ew.
Early Girl, beefsteak, German Queen, Big Boy,
What?
Black Prince, Green Giant, or field tomatoes. Which
Excuse me, is that all the names?
will need queso, as in cheese. Could be a
We need queso. Why is this the first image?
slice of queso, could be queso fundido or queso blanco or Tex-Mex style queso. Figure out where you want to be on the queso continuum and just go with it. I'm going with a boring piece of
Yo, I like his board. It's like the American flag.
straight up queso. Okay, it's
I don't look like queso, bro. That look like ants and fire ants.
spicy Havarti, traditional Danish queso. For
Cheese looks so nasty sometimes.
sandwich assembly, we'll start by putting our bread into the
That bread looks so
toaster where
good.
it doesn't quite fit, so
Yummy.
we'll flip and flop it around until it magically emerges from the vertical hot closet like a monarch butterfly. Except instead
Oh
of
my.
3,000 miles a year over several generations while feasting on milkweed and growing 2,700 times its original weight while clapping its fancy wings the whole time, it's more like 2 pieces of toast. We'll take that guac, which we'll spread out.
Oh, that
You can
guac
also
looks so
top the
good.
sandwich with guac or
Ew,
switch
actually,
every
nah,
time you
never
make
mind.
it. Now we're gonna add the bacon. You want to make sure the bacon
It's so clumpy. Look like the guac got
or
pimples.
switch every time you make
Ugh,
it. Now
got
we're gonna
bumps
add
and
the bacon.
boils.
You want to make sure the bacon goes
Bumps
between
and
the guacamole
boils.
and the lettuce, which we'll add next. Now we'll add our tomatoes. They're sliced thin, so you don't get the problem of double
Bro, they're not even thinly sliced. You put all your tomatoes on one side.
sandwich to slide apart.
Oh wait,
But
that's
remember, you must
okay. Never
coat
mind.
the
That
tomatoes
other side goes on top.
with flavor glitter to fully bring out their taste. And this is also a great place to add some pepper. And now I'm gonna add the queso. And now we're back to the bread, but there's one more thing, and it's called mayo. And it's not just because of my genetics. I mean, obviously I'm a 1/4 French person, so I'm naturally predisposed to enjoying mayo since it's part of my heritage.
Bro, mayo tops everything. I don't know if y'all ever tried having like the hero bread, and then you put the mayo inside and you dip it in coffee and eat it just like that.
But there's just a
Top 5 struggle meals of all time.
symbiosis between bacon, tomato,
Y'all gotta
and
try
mayo
it.
that cannot be ignored. This is not the time to deny yourself that.
And if you say it's nasty, trust me, you gonna regret ever saying it's nasty. Because the moment you taste your taste buds, and the moment you taste it on your taste buds, you gonna be like, damn, Puerto Ricans got it right.
And there we have the LGBTQ
I
sandwich
say Puerto Ricans like all Puerto Ricans do it. It's just me.
plus BPSM. Now it's time to get a grip and ram this LGBTQ plus down everybody's throat who you love and who also enjoys sandwiches made with these ingredients who are also expecting you to do that. So it's not a total surprise, but more like a welcome thing because they're hungry and maybe because they said, why don't you go in the kitchen and make me a sandwich as a joke, but you went into the kitchen and made them a sandwich as a counter joke, but then maybe you ate it in front of them as a reverse counter joke and now they regret it because you're going, this sandwich tastes so good, and they actually believe you because it's true.
What? Alright, well, I'm gonna move on from that. I'm gonna play one more game of OVERWATCH and then I'm gonna call it on the stream.